I'm wearing my favourite t-shirt tonight. This is my brown one. The rest of my t-shirts are grey. I used to get up every day and I'd look in the mirror and I'd think to myself, is it really worth the hassle shaving? And since I didn't have a girlfriend to impress or a job to go to or any real reason to leave the house, fuck it. So now I'm going to be, the strangers often feel compelled to comment upon. I usually young guys that see me in the street just go, dude, how mad is that beard? Can I touch it? And you know, no, you can't touch it. You know, I didn't grow this beard for the pleasure of young men. And frankly, I'm tired of feeling cheap and used. Now, at least it takes me back to like my six. But apart from young guys, I'm also getting hassled by drunks in the street. That's one thing I Brunswick Street Mall that one night. And a drunk guy's walking towards me in the opposite direction. And he's just staring at me the entire time. He gets about here and he just points right at me. He says, holy shit, this fucker's got a beard all over his face. Which admittedly is a very unconventional place to grow facial hair. So good on him for pointing that out. I think that's what's great about Fortitude Valley, the people are just so friendly and helpful. Like another time I was waiting for a bus in Wickham Street and a Good Samaritan junkie walked past and he just said to me, hey mate, if you didn't drink so many McDonald's thick shakes you might not be so fat. And I thought about calling back to him, hey mate, if you didn't inject heroin into your veins you might not die in the gutter like a dog. But I figured that sort of advice coming from a stranger might be sort of patronising. Plus I didn't want to seem like a hypocrite. I mean, I don't do heroin or anything, but I do smoke pot occasionally. I've never tried ecstasy though. Just the name really puts me off. Ecstasy. It really sounds like a lot of my happiness that I never know what to do with. But, you know, I do have marijuana occasionally, mostly for the sense of achievement I get from it. Because a typical day for me, I get up around lunchtime, watch some television, order a pizza, maybe some PlayStation, I'm feeling adventurous. And, you know, by typical standard, that's a day wasted. But if I do that day all over again and do the exact same things while I am wasted, it's quite an accomplishment, really. I'm also quite good at drinking. I can't really put on my resume though, bad drinking skills. But, no, I am quite good, I don't mean to boast. I'd actually probably already be an alcoholic by now, were it not for my lack of ambition. Because of course to be an alcoholic you have to have drinking as your number one priority in life, and I just sort of can't get into that sort of stuff. I watch a lot of television. I enjoy watching that Biggest Loser program. I find that very inspiring. If you're unfamiliar with the show, they get a collection of overweight people, put them on television where they complain about how much they fucked up their lives. And I find that very inspiring. Because that makes me think that maybe I could get on television. Well, there is a disturbing element of that show. You know, near the end there, they've lost a really dramatic amount of weight in a very short period of time, but they've kept all the skin. And those last few final weigh-ins, it just looks like a parade of giant scrotums. I've actually got an idea for a television show of my own. Mine's loosely based on Farmer Wants a Wife. Mine's a little different though. Mine's called Comedian Needs a Blowjob. So if there are any women in the audience tonight hungry for fame, I need some auditions later. Actually, a while ago, I got dumped by this girl, and it came as a bit of a surprise, mostly because we were never actually dating or anything. She just said to me that hanging around me was a constant reminder of how much her life sucked. So she didn't want to see me anymore. Well, at least she has that option. It made me think that maybe I should date an emo chick. because then I could really show what being miserable is all about. But it is getting to the stage now that I'm considering joining one of those online single sites. I don't know how desperate you'd have to be to try internet dating, but I'm sure I'm more than qualified. The only problem though is they prefer you to include a photograph with your profile, because if you don't put a photo up, it just seems a bit suspicious and you look like a sex offender. Unfortunately for me, if I do include a photograph, I still look like a sex offender. That's good you guys got that one early. But I think obviously that's very true. I've noticed that when I try and pay women innocent compliments, I get a negative reaction. And I can say something quite innocent and harmless like, oh, you've got really pretty eyes, that's a lovely smile, I like your hair, something like that. And I'm greeted with a look of just abject disappointment, as if I've somehow damaged their self-esteem by saying something like that. So that's probably why I prefer strippers. It takes a lot to break that facade. I can say something really direct and blunt like, oh, fuck, your tits feel fantastic. And she'll probably just smile and say, oh, that's really sweet. I think the reason behind that though is that I have noticed that when you're paying women to pretend to like you, they do a pretty convincing job. I've been duped many a time. Of course, what I'm actually doing is giving women money for them to then not have sex with me, and I could get that for free. I could have women lined up around the block just desperate to not have sex with me, gagging at the very idea. Alright, well, I was hoping for a better reaction to that one. I have spent well over $1,000 researching that material. I am hoping to somehow make something off that investment. Although really I'm just performing comedy for the feedback and appreciation of the audience. Not too long ago, actually, after a gig, a woman came up to me and she said, why do you have such low opinion of yourself? To which I was like, well, it happens to be a very popular opinion. So really who am I to go against the consensus? And I think she saw my point because she called me a fucking loser and walked off. But apart from the crowd, I thought it was good to get some constructive criticism from your fellow comedians. It has been said to me by other comics that the idea of getting on stage is to make yourself appear sympathetic to an audience, as opposed to just pathetic. But probably the main suggestion I've had is that I should inject some personality into my performance. That's hard to do when you're dead inside.